Hey, this is your boy Kenneth Braswell with 5 Flow, 5 minutes of motivation and not much more. Hey, I got 5 things for you. This is the next to last 5 Flow for the year. I'll be back at you as we close down 2017, but I wanted to share what I believe are the 5 reasons for this season. Number 1, reflection. I think that this is the time of the year that we should reflect over our goals. At the beginning or at the end of each year, we set resolutions and goals for the next year. And sometimes we hit them, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we struggle, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we don't exceed, sometimes we far exceed. But this is a great time of the year to look back over what you set out to do last year and to see where you are in life, see where you are in your goals. Accomplishments are just benchmarks. They don't put a stick in the sand with respect to your situation. And sometimes you just have to readjust, and we'll talk about that in a couple of more 5 flows down from here. But I think this is a season of reflection that we should actually look back at our lives, look back at our path, learn from our mistakes, look over the things that has happened in our lives over the past year, try to figure out what we can learn from those things and how we can do better. Number 2, celebrate. You know, this is the time of the year for celebration. A lot of office parties, a lot of family get-togethers, a lot of things are going on. People are taking time off. If you're going to take time off, do something good with it, right? Like celebrate your life. Celebrate the fact that you made it through another year to this season again. Celebrate the support around you. Celebrate people that have supported you throughout the year, whether big or small. You know, we have had a lot of supporters over the last year, you know, and I thank each and every last one of you, you know, for whatever you've done. For me personally, Kenneth Braswell, and for my organization's Fathers Incorporated and the many programs that we have, I just thank you for just being who you are in my life. But lastly, celebrate you. Take time to just give back to you, right? And so self-care. Pay attention to who you are. Spoil yourself sometimes, right? I talked about that a couple of flows back when I talked about, you know, what to buy for Christmas. Buy something for yourself. Celebrate you. Celebrate the accomplishment you made for yourself. And then, you know, incentivize yourself with something, right? I don't know what that is, but just take this time of the season to just celebrate. Number 3, renew. And oftentimes when we talk about renew, you know, sometimes we can think about them in terms of relationships. But I think this is a time of the year that renewal speaks more to spiritual renewal. And that is, how do you rebuild your faith? You know, you might have had some failures this year and you don't feel good about yourself. You don't feel good about where you're going. And that doesn't speak to your ability, doesn't speak to your talents, it doesn't speak to your gifts. Sometimes it just simply speaks to your faith, and that you have to have more faith in yourself. You have to have more faith in the God that you serve. You have to have more faith in the support mechanisms around you. And this is a time to renew the spiritual side of you and renew the faith that you have not only in yourself, but those things around you. And this is a great time of the year when things slow down a notch for you to really begin to start thinking about your soul. Number 4, resolve. And so oftentimes when we think about resolve, we think about it almost like renew, and we think about relationships when we think about resolving issues. But there's a couple of other things that's part of resolving, right? Forgiving. And this is a time of the year that you reflect back on. I know this is a time of the year that I go back through my Facebook friends and I look at people and I look at names that I either don't recognize or people I don't interact with. And I remove them from my personal Facebook page so that I'm surrounding myself more with people who are supportive of me, who I want to be supportive of them, who are interacting with me. And so I look for that. And sometimes you come across names and they were friends in the beginning of the year, not friends at the end of the year. And sometimes they're friends that you don't even know why they're not friends anymore. And so I believe that when we begin to start thinking about resolving, we can think about forgiving folks for the wrongs that they've done for us, because you shouldn't carry that. Forgiving ourselves for not meeting benchmarks and accomplishments that we set out for ourselves, because we should forgive ourselves. We should also be thinking about letting things go. You know, that's one area of resolve. Sometimes to resolve a problem, you got to let it go. This is a great time of the year to clean the slate before you move into 2018. And then the third way you can resolve issues and resolve is just adjust. Sometimes it's not, you don't get the max that you're trying to get out of something, not because it's the wrong thing, but sometimes you just got to do a little something different to get it where you want it to be. And so look at those things when you think about resolving. Look at forgiving, looking at let go, and then look at adjustment. And then the last, number 5, be thankful. Be thankful for everything in your life. One of the things that I thank God for is I thank God for things I don't even know I should be thanking you for. And so because I can't thank you for everything, when I'm talking to my God, I can't thank him for everything that he's done in my life. And I know that my humanness will allow me to forget things that I should be thankful for. So I just give a blanket thankful and say, you know, God, thank you for the things I don't even know I should be thankful for. And so, but those things that you do know what to be thankful for, thank people for them. Thank yourself. Thank your supporters. Thank your family. Thank your funders. Thank your finances. Thank your problems, right? Because your problems are part of the things you should be thankful for. Not every problem, should damage you. Every problem has a lesson in it and should be a lesson that you should learn from. And so those are the 5 reasons I believe for this season. As we enter into the Christmas holiday and Kwanzaa holiday, I'm gonna hit you back, for New Year's to kind of talk about 5 things that you should be thinking about as you transition into a new calendar year. I'm your boy Kenny Braswell with 5 Flow. Make sure you check us out on our sister stations, blaze1radio.com, as well as Fly TV, Fatherhood Today, and across the social media platforms. And you know how I like to leave you. Always be kind to others as you're kind to yourself, or you might find yourself by yourself. Always shoot high for your goals, because even if you miss, you'll be amongst the stars. And as my good friend Art Mitchell always said to me, it's nice to be important, but you know what? It's much more important to be nice. Until next week, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, joyous New Year, all that good stuff. Peace out.